What is up, everyone? Crunchy Frog here, and as you all know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 dropped just a little over a week ago, back on October 28th. And the game released in a, well, let's just call it unfinished state. Stuff like barracks and combat record and leaderboards were missing. An entire map was pulled out of the already kind of meager rotation, that map being museum. Ping and weapon tuning systems had to be pulled from the game after launch due to exploits. Guns that were already data mined to be in the game were kind of missing on our launch day roster, and an entire playlist subseries was missing in the form of hardcore mode, or as they're calling it now, Tier 1. Since launch, however, the team has already pushed out some updates to alleviate a few of these issues that we talked about before, but a lot of the fixes and returning features that have actually been promised to arrive here in the next few weeks when Season 1 drops. So it seems like they're pushing a lot of the big updates and big features just to that main update there for Season 1. So today we'll go over everything that has been confirmed to be coming in Season 1 and what it could all mean for the game going forward. As always, remember to drop a like if you enjoy this content, and definitely subscribe with notifications on to be alerted when new videos go live. I'll be obviously covering Modern Warfare 2 in great depth, as well as many other game launches like Pokemon and Forza in the spring. So without further delay, let's get right into it. So the biggest one that I'm sure everyone is looking forward to is Warzone 2.0. So obviously, Warzone 2.0 is coming back, completely revamped, with a new engine in mind and streamlined from the bloated mess that Warzone 1 was. And they're coming back with a new map, Al Mazrah. It's going to be set in the Middle East. And with obviously a lot of famous landmarks in the form of old maps, just like Verdansk was, as well. So that's going to be coming out. Obviously, that's a massive part of the game, right? That's almost like a third of the game at this point. And, it's rumored that loadouts are actually coming, so they've actually changed up Warzone 2.0 a good deal since the Call of Duty Next event that was held. So I'm not sure how much I'll be playing of that, but I am excited to see it return, and I love to see, what they'll do with it with Warzone 2.0. Kind of attached with that is the DMZ mode that they haven't talked too much about, but we know that it is kind of like an Escape from Tarkov type mode that is set on the Warzone map. And so it'll be really cool to see that. I've never played Escape from Tarkov. I've, read up on it, what it is, and it sounds like an enormous undertaking for some people. It seems like a really in-depth system, so I'd love to see Call of Duty's take on it, and see what they are able to do with it. Along with that, they will be, like I mentioned earlier, bringing hardcore mode to the game. So obviously that was planned to be there on launch, like it should be, like it is every year. However, from all accounts that I've heard, on the day before or the day of launch, they actually found a lot of bugs or a lot of exploits in it, enough so that they had to rip it out and not ship the game with it. So a lot of people were mad, a lot of people were angry. I even mentioned it in my review of the Call of Duty multiplayer side of things, that it was a big thing missing. I don't personally play it, so it's not really going to affect me much, but for a large portion of the community, this is going to be a massive update, and I'm happy to hear that they're finally bringing it in. It's going to make the Call of Duty experience feel a little more complete, a little more finished. Next up, obviously, is another elephant in the room, and they'll be undoubtedly bringing in cosmetic bundles. So the store right now consists of, I think, an option to buy the game, which is weird because you're playing the game, so clearly you already own it, but an option to buy the game, as well as just one Call of Duty endowment pack that they usually release, money going to support veterans and everything. So other than that, the store is barren right now, and that is the last time we'll see it anywhere close to that. So I assume there will probably be over a dozen bundles and weapon blueprints and operator skins and everything like that will be thrown in, asking for a lot of your money come November 16th. So you'll have that to look forward to. And so yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, if you're into buying microtransactions and bundles, I'm sure that'll be a great update for you. Next up, they did confirm in their blog post that there is a host of weapon adjustments. So stuff like some guns getting nerfed, some guns getting buffs, and just overall weapon balance changes that will be coming, and that'll be dropping on Season 1. So I'm not sure if anything, a hot fix or anything will go live in between now and then, but it sounds like they're waiting till season one to drop all of that. They also have confirmed that they do have a fix for the ping system, and that will be dropping on season one. So the ping mechanic, where at least on Xbox you could press up on the D-pad and it pings like it did in Warzone, that will be coming back to the game. It was there at launch, it broke, there was a massive exploit to it, they had to rip it out like day 1 or 2, but that's coming back. They have confirmed they got a fix for that, and that'll be back season one. They have also confirmed that there will be some incremental changes to the user interface and user experience. So even a leaker had reported earlier this week, actually, and that was kind of confirmed by multiple sources, that instead of just one massive UI 2.0 update, they're kind of doing it incrementally. So maybe they'll change a menu up here, or insert a button here or there, and the first of which is going to drop with season one. So I'm really excited to see this, because there's so much to hate about the UI in this game. So even a small change that makes day-to-day life even a little bit easier while navigating menus will be much appreciated. They have confirmed also in that blog post that there will be, quote, a returning fan favorite multiplayer map. So I would have to assume that that means that that is a returning map from either the original Modern Warfare 2 or just any of the Infinity Ward Call of Duties in the past. So I'm really excited to see which that one is, because honestly, one of my favorite things about these remastered maps is the sense of familiarity you have with them. You don't have to learn a new map. You don't have to learn new sightlines. You kind of already know. It's kind of like riding a bike. You get right back in it, drop a 10 kill streak and move on with your life. So I'm really excited to see which one it is. I haven't seen any leaks for which one it might be, but I do know that some people are speculating it'll probably just be Shipment again, because the last few years that's what they've done. The first map to drop is always a close quarters grinding gun XP type map like Shipment or Shoot House or something like that. I also have to assume that if they follow the past CODs, there will probably be 1 or 2 original maps to go along with this remastered map as well. At least I'm hoping. So I don't assume that they'll do season one with just one map. So we'll have to see how that goes. But at the very least, they have confirmed that there is a remastered map coming. They have also confirmed that there will be additional Spec Ops missions. So if you're like me and you were kind of surprised that there was only 3 of them on launch, despite them being very good, you're in luck, because they did say that they'll be adding, quote, additional Spec Ops missions with an S. So I have to assume at least 2 or 3 of those will be added into the game. And I'm really excited to see more of those be added, because they are fun. I've played them, and I do got to say they're a massive improvement over Modern Warfare 2019's. So the more the merrier. Then comes the big one, and that is the Battle Pass. So obviously Season 1 will start up the whole Battle Pass system. We didn't get a preseason Battle Pass this year, so we'll be starting off fresh there. And if you're like me and you own the Vault Edition, not only will you get that first Battle Pass for free, about a $10 value, but you also get 50 free tiers. So I'll be starting out day 1 on tier 50, so I'm pretty pumped about that. That's usually between a $50 to $75 value to get all those tiers. So I'm super excited for that. And obviously with that will come a bunch of operator, cosmetics and stuff like that, gun blueprints and camos and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be really cool to see the individual items that they add to the Battle Pass, and hopefully a lot of double XP. And we'll have to, obviously wait and see until closer to that deadline to see, but definitely excited to get grinding on another Battle Pass. And I guess along with that, we also have new seasonal ranks. They haven't confirmed quite how the prestige system works, but obviously we're probably going to start a brand new seasonal prestige at rank 1 there. Additionally, they have confirmed that in that Battle Pass there will be 2 free weapons. The rumors are right now that that'll be an M13 and the Honey Badger, since those were in the campaign in some way, shape, or form. I didn't personally run across them in my playthrough, but so those would be great guns to add. And again, anytime you're adding guns, a new form of progression, a new way to play to the game, I always love it when they drop guns. Vanguard did a great job of dropping a lot of guns throughout its life cycle, so I'm super excited to see what guns they give us in Season 1. And then obviously the biggest thing is they promised a lot more bug fixes and patches. Some of these may even occur in the next week and a half, right? There might be another update and another hotfix and stuff like that to fix the really, really pressing issues. But they did confirm stuff like the rod shield glitch will be fixed. And that should be coming with the season 1 update and stuff like that. So a bunch of the performance improvements have already rolled out, but they're just going to keep those rolling and hopefully bundle a bunch of them together in with the season 1 update. And last but not least, we have obviously more game modes and limited time modes have been confirmed to be coming. So I'm not sure exact what game modes. I know Drop Zone is one that is being kind of leaked to be coming. So that's at least one. I'm sure there'll be several others that at least give people a little more variety in the game modes that they play. And stuff like that. So overall, Season 1 is shaping up to be a massive update and almost like a third release of sorts for Modern Warfare 2, right? We started out on the 20th with the campaign, and then a little over a week later, we got the shell of the multiplayer, if you want to call it that, and Spec Ops as well. And now on November 16th, about 3 or 4 weeks into the game's life cycle, we will get Season 1, and that'll bring pretty much everyone else into the party with Warzone 2, DMZ, and new maps and new guns, as well as a bunch of bug fixes and improvements that we've been asking for since launch. Honestly, Modern Warfare 2 may feel like a completely different game after November 16th, so definitely super excited about it, and definitely let me know in the comments what you guys are most excited to see and what you've been hoping to see them fix, this entire time. But yeah, other than that, I will be posting several videos covering the Season 1 update once it actually releases. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to keep up to date with all of the latest Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 news. And other than that, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Have a good one.